Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. So today I'm actually going to be sharing with you a closet DIY. This is going to be part one of the closet makeover. I'm also going to be sharing with you another little mini life update, show you guys my new truck. If you happened to see my life update last week, then you know that we were kind of just going through a lot, super stressful time for us, and I just needed to take a few days off, focus on finding a new vehicle, getting things sorted out, taxes. We had just some birthday parties, just had a lot going on. So I took some time off, I'm really excited to just be back in the swing of things, get back with my content again. It feels good. Definitely in a way better mood than I was last week, so that is good. I started working on my son's closet yesterday and it's turning out really great. I cannot wait to show that to you guys. You probably already saw it at the beginning of the video, but I'm kind of like working on that today. I'm about to sit down and do my nails. I have a tax appointment at 11:30, so I gotta run and do that, and then I have to run by the store to grab a few things that I need for the closet. I'll show you guys my truck, and yeah, we'll chat. I want to share with you guys like the story behind getting the truck, share the dealership with you guys that I went to. Totally not at all sponsored or asked to say this. I just genuinely love the place, love the people, and if you're in the market for like a new vehicle yourself, I think you guys would really like them a lot. So okay, so in my son's room now, his closet is where I really want to do a project. So the plan is to take this dresser, put it in there, and then build up around it. So have a bookcase on one side, and on the other side a curtain rod going across, and just kind of make it like a DIY custom closet on a budget, because I already have the bookcases, I already have the dresser, so really the trim I have outside should work as well. I shouldn't have to really buy anything. This will be a really great affordable project just using what I have, and then it will free up all of this space here that's not even being used great, because he doesn't really use it that well. So I think that's what we're going to work on today, just kind of seeing if I can clear this out, get the dresser in there, and just kind of see how that looks. But I feel like I need to clean his room before I start a project like that, because you know when you're trying to do a project and clean as you go, it's just like a complete nightmare. So that's the plan. But I really feel like I need something to eat. I'm feeling kind of hungry. I had my meal prep earlier today, but I think I'm gonna drink one of these protein shakes. Oops. Just to give me some energy. My sister-in-law told me about these. They're great. I want to try the chocolate one, but I couldn't find them at Walmart, and then the lady I finally found a lady, and she was like, oh, they're at the like where the Ensure is, over by the pharmacy, and I'm over here searching up and down the food aisles and could never find it, and that's why, because it was in the pharmacy department. You would think they would put this over by the food too, but they don't. So anyway, I'm gonna drink this, chill for a minute, try to like get some energy going, clean up his room, and then we'll get started. We'll see if the dresser fits. If the dresser fits, I feel like this will be easy breezy. Just kind of throw it all in there and make it work. Okay, so this is kind of what I'm thinking. So we have the whole dresser here. Maybe have like some racks so I can put, or like not racks, but smaller shelves for some shoes. We'll have 2 rods for clothes, just additional storage here and here as well. Which eventually I could also remove this and just make it one long curtain rod if I wanted to. That's also an option, just to not do this and just have it here. So that's an option as well, but this is kind of like what I'm thinking. This will give me the maximum storage for that closet. I'll still have storage at the top here as well, I believe, for like things that we don't need to access to often, and then he'll still have a good amount of walk space because the closet is actually really deep. So that's the plan for his closet. And I'm gonna try my best to just use wood and tools that I have on hand so I can keep this as affordable as possible. So I'm gonna start by using the dresser, the bookshelf that I have. I might even just like use the wood to the bookshelf and then just make new cuts for the, the shelving. I'm not really sure. I'll figure it out though. But this is kind of like a game plan. stuck. I got it wedged in there now. Darn. Maybe I can break it down. Okay, so I'm about to find out if this dresser will fit through this closet door. I don't think it's gonna fit though, because I just don't see how I'm gonna be able to get it in there and then like turn it, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just gonna try. What do I do? Oh shoot. Okay, so this actually works out great. There's still plenty of room. Like the doors open all the way. So I think this will be good. I think it'll work out great. Okay, I think I got it figured out. So originally, hold on, look at this. I planned on doing like a little system up top, on top of the dresser. But I think I'm gonna scratch that for now just to save money and just do the one shelf over here on the side. And then possibly kind of like wrap it around here like this for storage, or keep this part open for a laundry basket. So that is an option as well. Like do like a laundry basket hold right there, and maybe do like little shelves for his books. I don't know. I'm just gonna kind of go with the flow as I go. And we'll see. But I need to go grab like 2 to 3 pieces of wood, and then I can kind of get started. And I believe I have pretty much everything I need to do it. So yeah, let's go. Do y'all remember when I said I really didn't have to buy much because I have everything I need? Yeah, that went right out the window. I had to buy just a few things, but the cost of this custom closet is still very minimal. I ended up spending about $120 so far, which really isn't too bad considering the wood and the trim that I got as well. So yeah, not a bad project, and it's gonna be great because it's custom, it's built in. It's going to hold so much more than what was being able to be held in his closet before. And it also frees up so much space in his room, having that dresser out of there. So right here, I'm trying to figure out how to attach this board to the dresser. I will have to go in later and customize this. The front of his dresser has like some curve to it from the detail. And I will eventually trim that out once I get a little bit more trim on hand. But for now, I'm just going to be using some regular old wood screws, attaching these 1x3 boards right here on the side. And that is what the 1x16x8s are going to screw to hold that board up in the center. I was using minimal wood for this project, so I was trying to keep the cost low. That's why I decided to do it this way, and it actually worked out wonderful. So as the project goes on, you'll see the whole point of attaching this one board in the center was pretty much what was going to make the entire structure nice and sturdy and kind of like start pulling things together. The plan is to put this here. Okay, so I got that board attached to studs, then I have it screwed in from this side into that board, so that makes this super sturdy. I gotta get one more on that side. I can put the other board like this over top. Then I can do my shelves. She's coming together. I went out and cut the other 1x16x8 board down to fit across the entire top of the closet, and that is what I'm trying to install here. The walls in our house are very just wonky, to be completely transparent. I mean, they're just wonky. So you can think you have a cut perfect and it just won't slide in because the walls are just off. I eventually got it up there after breaking a true sweat. It was it was rough. I even hollered for my husband at one point. I was getting so frustrated, but I finally got it in place, and that started to kind of pull things together, and you can kind of get an idea of what I'm going for. Also, keep in mind that I am just kind of winging it as I go, trying to use a lot of the wood I had on hand with minimal purchasing, so that is why I'm kind of all over the place with this project. I really didn't have an initial plan. You know, I guess I did have a plan, but I'm more of the type where I'll draw it up and I'll just try to make it happen as best as possible. It's not going to be exact for, you know, what my original plan was, but that's just part of trying to do it on a tight budget, is you work with what you have, you know, compromise with certain things. Like, for instance, even with the cubbies that I planned on making above the dresser, I decided to scratch that just due to the pricing right now. I'm definitely wanting to keep it as affordable as possible. I can always go in later and add that. So it's not the end of the world. I can just remove the, you know, the clothing rods and always add that. But sometimes, like, when you're working on a project, you just gotta take it one step at a time. And my dogs are barking so much, so I have to go grab them. Hold on one second. Okay, so the dogs were barking at a bird, in case you were wondering. These crows will fly over the top of our house, sometimes like real low. Even the hawks do too. And Honey acts like she's going to jump into the sky and grab them down. Like, it's hilarious. She gets super mad. And then once one starts barking, they all start barking. But anyway, my point of all this is just to say that sometimes when you're working on DIYs, you just got to go with the flow, modify as you go, and, you know, just do the best you possibly can. In the end, I've noticed that everything always turns out. Once you add all of your finishing touches, like the trim work, the caulking, all that makes the end result look professional, even if it might not have been the most thought out project in the world. Because obviously I threw this together in like a 2-day project. I built most of it in one day. The second day I went in and just did all the, you know, the pretty touches, adding the trim work and stuff like that. So trust me, if I can do this, you can do it too.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. Startled our eyes, we let go of disguise.
Right here, I'm just batch cutting some 1x2s. These are what I'm going to use as my shelving, like, brackets. So these are actually going to hold the shelves in place. And I went through it with my measuring tape and just kind of measured out how wide I wanted my cubbies. So the top one is actually a little smaller. I did that on purpose. I have an idea in my mind of like how I'm gonna store his things. So I made one cubby kind of small at the top, and then I made 3 1-foot cubbies, and then at the bottom I have a shoe cubby that's kind of angled. And like I said, you can customize this however you want. That's what's so great about projects like this, is you can just do whatever you want, make it whatever size you need, and you don't have to worry about, you know, ordering it and customizing it online and then having it shipped to you and trying to figure out the instructions. Stuff like this is easy for me because I can just like I said earlier, just kind of go with the flow and just modify as I go. And as long as you have your level on hand, your measuring tape, you'll be fine. Now that I have 2 of the trim boards on, it's starting to kind of look a lot nicer at this point. And this is the little shoe shelf that I made. So I kind of put it at an angle, but I wanted to have a little piece of trim here to help hold the shoes from falling off. So I ran out to my scrap wood pile, found this little piece of crown molding trim, and I'm going to take my brad nailer and attach this using the brad nailer, so that way it'll hold the shoes in place, and it also adds a really nice detail. Okay, so here is where I'm at so far. Making pretty good progress. I love the way it's looking. I ran out of this board here. I need to get more and then do some thicker trim on the front side. Then I can go through, caulk everything, and paint it. I have a shoe cubby here. As you can see, it's kind of at an angle. And what's perfect is his shoes are small, so I can put like shoes behind shoes type of thing. I think on the bottom, I'm gonna leave it open for maybe like a bin for toys or something down here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I was gonna do another shoe rack, but really we don't have that many shoes. We don't keep a ton of shoes on hand. So like we go through shoes quickly around here. I don't know. And then I can do 2 rods full length, or I could do a whole nother cubby on this side and then 2 rods. So we'll see, but for now, to keep it affordable, I'm already at my budget, $100 already, you guys. So, I know I have some of this out in my shed out back. It's just too dark to find it. So tomorrow I'll grab that, add the trim on it, and then I'll paint just using whatever color I have on hand that will look good for in here. And the only thing I need to grab are the little things that the rods will sit in. You know what I'm talking about, the little plastic things, or they have metal ones too, but I'm just gonna buy the plastic ones from Dollar Tree just because my son's clothes are not that heavy. And to be honest, we don't really hang up that many of his clothes. So that's why I think having another cubby on this side would be more beneficial to actually store things. Like maybe like a small like cubicle, like, you know, from like here to there would be perfect. So I might do that. I might add that, but not this week because we're trying to stick to a tight budget, but yeah, it's coming together. I almost just dropped my phone right on the ground, and I have no screen protector on it. That would have been horrible. Thankfully, my legs caught it. So quick story time. I'm doing my nails. I cannot talk and do my nails at the same time. I just realized that. When I started the video, I kept like pausing, and I'm like, no, that's so annoying. And if you hear snoring, it's because Honey is sleeping like a rock over there. And I know she's always in the background of my video snoring, but she just likes to lay near me. So if I go in my room, she's gonna follow me in there. And if I'm out here, she likes to lay in our little house. But anyway, so truck story time. We got a, oh shoot, my nail, so we went on Friday to look at vehicles. I knew I knew whatever vehicle we ended up getting next was gonna be another truck. I didn't want another car. I don't want an SUV. I've had one. It's just, to me, it's just like a big car. I really wanted a truck. I wanted something that had the bed to where I could pick up furniture if I want to off the side of the road. I can like do so much more with a truck. So I'm super happy that I got one. So basically what happened is, all a week after my car was considered totaled, I actually found out my car was gonna be considered totaled on Monday, based off of the insurance lady. She was just like, yeah, just go ahead and expect that. Your car's not really worth that much. It's cheaper for us just to total it out than it is to fix it, because it was paid off and it was a 2015. So we got money from the insurance, so we knew we had a decent down payment for a vehicle. I started shopping around pretty much all week, and the one dealership that I kept going back to was called Rivar just butchered all that. Rivar Buick GMC of Tampa. I'll have it on the screen here, and I'll also link it down below, their website. The guy I worked with, his name is David Hurley. Absolutely amazing, super down-to-earth guy, straightforward. Like, they're not salesy there, at least David was not, so I love that. I can't do the dealership thing, you guys. Like, I am not the one. I don't like, please, if you're a salesperson, please don't take offense to this. It's just, I get overwhelmed, and I feel like I can't say no to people. I feel like I'm a people pleaser. So when I go into dealerships or have like a salesperson come up to me, I just feel obligated to like give in. I don't know, it's horrible, it's bad. But anyway, I did not feel pressured at all, not once, with David. Highly recommend him. They actually do online service, or yeah, online shopping as well. So you can like buy a car online, they can like send you videos of it, and you can have it shipped, like I think to a dealership near you. It's crazy. Like, I just think the technology in the world we live in is just insane that you can do that. Like, back in the day, you had to like go test drive the vehicle. Like, you couldn't just buy things online like that. A car, a truck, heck, they have those new like car vending machine things too, where you can buy a car right from the vending machine. It's just crazy to me. But anyway, we went to Tampa and test drove a few vehicles. I was looking at a used 2016 GMC Sierra. I definitely wanted a GMC just based off of my husband's truck. I love his truck. It runs great, drives amazing. I'm comfortable in it. So that's what I wanted. Test drove a few, and ultimately when we went over numbers, it made more sense to buy new to get warranties than it did to buy used, because the used prices right now are so high. So we ended up looking at a 2022 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation, and that's what I ended up getting. And I love it, you guys. I absolutely love it. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to share it with you. I know the circumstances were kind of like not great, and the way that we got it wasn't like obviously the way we planned it all out, but we are still so happy that we found a truck that we love, that runs great, looks amazing, has the warranties. Like, we're good to go for like a long time, and that makes me extremely happy, because vehicle shopping is probably one of the most stressful things I could ever do in my life. Like, I don't like vehicle shopping because I'm always scared to buy something and it like break down. And so, like I said, it just made more sense to go new. We got an amazing deal. That Rivar Buick of GMC is literally hands down the best prices I've seen. I've looked everywhere. Trust me when I tell you, I'm a budget shopper. I'm looking for the best deal I can get. And I really love them a lot. So highly recommend. I'll have their link down below. Not affiliated. They did not give me a discount. I swear to you guys. I would tell you. First of all, I think it's illegal not to tell you, but I wouldn't lie about that anyway. I told him after the fact. He was like, thank you so much for, you know, purchasing through us, blah, blah, blah. And I told him I gave him like a 5-star review on Google and all the things, because he was like amazing. And it's kind of funny. Like, let me tell you the story on how I picked him out, because there was like a list of people you can choose. But I had actually a really bad morning at another dealership. The guy was like so disrespectful to me. I have never in my life felt like so disrespected. I was mad. Like, I showed out. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Like, I'll be the first to admit, like, I was not happy that morning. He was being a complete jerk, and I let him know I was not accepting that. I talked to the manager and everything, but after the week I had to have someone be so mean to me on Friday, I just like, it was not happening. So when I looked at the dealership to find the guy to work with, I looked at the photos of all the employees and like who to choose from, and I chose the guy who looked the nicest. That's kind of what I based it off of, and I know that sounds horrible, but like I just was like, which of these guys looks the sweetest? I looked at the names, I looked at their photos, I went over like the description of them, and I was like, this David Hurley guy, he's the one, like please be the nicest guy. And okay, my camera died. But I was saying, whenever I called the dealership to talk to David, I told the lady on the phone, I was like, I'm looking for David Hurley. She transferred me to his phone, and it rang and rang and rang. He didn't answer. And it goes to voicemail, and on the voicemail he said, hey, this is David Hurley. Don't leave a message. I don't check my voicemails often. I knew I chose the right one. I was like, this is him. I never check my voicemails either, so I knew that like I picked the right guy. And I texted him, and he responded within seconds. Like, I mean, it was quick. And he was like, yeah, it's always best to like message me if you can't get a hold of me, or like, you know, I'll call you back if you're like someone who wants to talk on the phone. But yeah, he's super awesome guy. Love the dealership. And I just quickly wanted to say, because I forgot to say this at the beginning and I meant to start off the video by thanking you guys for the prayers, well wishes. I seriously felt them when we were in the dealership looking at vehicles. I just felt like an overwhelming amount of relief, like just like that we're there, we're doing okay, we're gonna be all right. I don't know, I want you to know that I appreciate you guys so much. I read all your comments. I'm still reading through them. I'm still getting them every day. I'm getting new comments on that video, and it just, I can't describe to you how it makes me feel to know that I have such a large support system on top of already having my family. Having this community here is just, it's a great feeling, and I hope you guys know how much you mean to me. It makes me want to cry, because I feel like I can say thank you a million times, and it's just like really never enough. I feel like I can't get to every one of you when I say this. I want to respond to everybody, but I know I can't. I know it's like literally physically impossible. I would be responding to comments for days at this point, and I hope you know I appreciate you so much. I definitely felt your good vibes and prayers big time this past weekend, so thank you for that. But enough chatting, let's go look at the truck. I gotta run to the store, go do my taxes, but I want to show you what I got because I love it. Okay, so the inside is like a space shuttle. Let me show you. It's insane. Look at this. Like, the screen is massive. It has like all the Google Maps here and stuff, but it's obviously connected to my phone, so I don't want to like pull that up. Okay, so here's like the whole map. Look how big this screen, like look at this compared to my hand. It's huge. It's huge. So you have like the map here, and then you can like click over, you can turn this to your music, I believe. Yeah, you can like change it to music, so you can have like a little screen. There's just so many different options to choose from. It's just incredible. There's so many buttons. I don't even know what they all do yet. I'm still learning it, but seriously, nicest truck I've ever rode in my life. I've never gotten into a vehicle this nice. Like, this is just so exciting. Okay, so I am clearly really excited. I love my truck. I love my truck. It's so nice. I feel super grateful and blessed to have this. Like, you have no idea. And had everything not lined up the way it did, this would have never even been possible. So the insurance, y'all's prayers, well wishes, selling our UTV, having savings, like all those things played a huge factor into this. So it wasn't just an easy decision. A lot of thought and nervousness, stress went into this, and at the end of everything, I am so thankful for the truck that we got. It's really awesome. So yeah, yeah, I couldn't wait to share it with you guys because I know a lot of you were asking. And something else that I love the most about it is how much room and how like safe the back seat is. I mean, obviously being in a truck, you just feel much safer than a car, and so I just feel like my kids are like a lot more safe in the back seat, and it just makes me like really excited. Oh, I just want to cry because they're excited too, and like dropping them off at school and stuff, like to see their little faces smiling and to be able to get in and out of the truck without issues, like without being crammed. It's the little things, you know. Obviously this is a materialistic thing. I totally understand that, but it's the little things that like make you excited and happy when you see your kids excited and have space and to know that they're safe in a vehicle. It makes you really, really happy. So yeah, these are happy tears, not bad ones. I'm just overwhelmed with like all of it. But anyway, we gotta go to the store. I gotta go get some stuff. It's already 10:35. I have my appointment at 11:30, so I'm gonna grab all my tax stuff. That way I can just run into the store and then go straight from there to the tax place. And I've never been there before, so I'm probably gonna get there about 10 minutes early just to make sure that if I need to fill out any papers or anything, I have the time to do that. I'm nervous about going to do my taxes. I hate tax time. This is like the worst time ever. I mean, this is like a great time, but it's also like tax time is just not my favorite. I don't like taxes. It's expensive. It's insane. If you ever have like your own business, you know what I'm talking about. It's a lot to have your own business. There's always great stuff on clearance. I got a bunch of shower curtains. Right here, I was looking at those. Like $8 a piece. We got some wood floor. Oh look, little shower curtain hooks. There's a fan. Oh, wall cabinet, boom. 24-inch. How much is that? $75. That's just the one door. I need the 24-inch. All right, so back now from doing the taxes. It went amazing. Such a positive. I'm super excited. Love the guy I'm working with. So great. Knows his business. He's good. So super thankful for that. Got to get all that sorted out, pay the IRS, and then we're good to go. So I got all that done. I need to go grab this wood that I bought from Lowe's today. I need to chop it up and attach it to the shelving that I did on the bookcases, or not the bookcases, the closet. I'll show you guys where I'm at with that. I don't think I ended the video yesterday. I don't think I shared how it was looking, but let me show you. Okay, so here's where I'm at. I got the dresser in here. There's plenty of room still. The drawers open up all the way, and you still got plenty of walking space here. I gotta just got more of these here. So I'm gonna put those on each strip and then get everything caulked and painted, and it's gonna look amazing. And then here, I'm just gonna do not curtain rods. Why do I keep calling it curtain rods? The rods for the clothes. I'm gonna do one at the top and then one in the middle, and I'm gonna leave it for that instead of trying to build like more shelves and stuff. For now, I'm just gonna leave it with plenty of clothing space, and you'll see why once I'm done. We can hang like extra jackets and stuff that we don't use on a regular basis up at the top. Since he's still little and most of his clothes go in his drawers, this will be good to have as he gets older as well. He'll have plenty of space for all his clothing, and I'm really excited. I think it's looking good. So yes, I am using I'm using the screw to mark where I need to make my cuts because I forgot my pin inside, and I hate going in and out. So I just use the screw to kind of scratch the wood to mark it. I know, very professional. Okay, so now these boards are actually gonna go right here like this, and just gotta kind of like level them out. Then we'll nail that in, and look how much better it looks with like a thicker front face, and then once everything is painted the same color, obviously it'll all help blend in. So it looks really good. I love it. When I went to Lowe's earlier, I got 2 of the rod socket sets. So I got 2 packs of these. I got a adjustable closet rod. This was actually fairly inexpensive. I think it was, let me see. It was $14, which wasn't too bad. It was actually cheaper than trying to buy one of the bigger rods that are like just wood. And I do plan on using the PVC pipe for the top one. I'll use this one for the bottom rod. So I am gonna do a stacked rod situation. That way there's plenty of space for clothing to hang. So I'm going to start with the top one first, and that way I can kind of get an idea of where the lower one needs to go. So it should be fairly easy. I'm going to put one side in and then get my level it out for the second side, and I'll just mark it with like this little marker that I have here, and that should do it. Can't be too complicated, and it came with screws. So that is awesome. The only thing I'm kind of concerned with on this side is not hitting a stud. So if there's no stud, I'm just going to add a piece of board. And then the little rod will sit on this instead. So we'll see. If I can find a stud in a good spot, then it'll work out perfect. If not, I'll modify it. It's so hard for y'all to really see what I'm doing in this closet because it's like such a tight space. It's hard to film without help. Like if I had someone to help me film and like follow me around, it wouldn't be so bad. But because I'm trying to like adjust the camera at a good angle, I'm sorry. Like this is just not working out that great. So I got a shirt on a hanger just as a guide. So this will be like that. And then like that. I think I'm just gonna go, oh shoot! It'll probably be easier if I'm on here. Okay, I just broke a sweat trying to get the rods in place, and it was such an awkward angle. It was hard to to film, so I just thought I would show you. Fairly simple. I just put a board up here. You can see I nailed, I don't know if you can see on camera because it's kind of bright, but I nailed the heck out of it. Also, there's a screw behind here going into the wall, so that way it's you know, nice and secure, so it's not going to fall. On this side, I was just able to use the little holder, so that worked out great because this is like solid wood on this side. Up there I did the same thing because there's no stud here, so that's why I did it like that. And yeah, worked out great. So now we have lots of space for clothing to hang. We have all of the little cubbies here and the shoe one down here, so he can put like line up his little shoes, which is cool. I love it. I really like it a lot. Now I gotta caulk all the seams. Start painting. I'm gonna get the knobs off the dresser. I'm actually gonna paint the whole thing the same color, and I think I'm just gonna use the dark green that I have on his wall now, this like accent wall. I would buy new paint, but just to save money, I'm just gonna use what I have on hand, and I actually like the color in here, so I thought it would just be cool to kind of play off of the accent wall into the closet. So I'll share that in my next video, so stay tuned for that. I'll be showing you guys the color, caulking, just doing all like little, you know, finishing little touches, and I might even organize it in that video as well. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for hanging out with me though. I have to go grab the kids from school, so I gotta let you guys go. But once again, thank you for being here as always. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye y'all.